Good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike with smartoptionstrading.com. It is Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. It is the 15th of March. We're going into the St. Patrick's Day weekend. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. And this is our weekly recap. You want to join us, by the way, smartoptiontrading.com, link in the description below. Let's get on to this week and let's talk about what's going on here. And we're having a very, very tough, a very difficult market. And this is what happens when you get a market that is very long in the tooth and we keep kind of pushing up and up and up into this area and you find no buyers. So, you see these purple lines here. This is this channel we've been in, and the top of it, we continue to have a hard time finding buyers. This week, however, a little bit different here. We could not. We came up. We didn't get to the top of it. Right? Here's Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Couldn't break out, came down. We gapped down this morning, and we've come down to pretty much the 21-day and bounced. Now, there's one caveat on this chart. It takes the dividend out. So we're probably not quite or maybe just slightly below this trend line at this point. Bottom line is if we're breaking this channel to the downside, watch out. We can get a sell. You watch here below the 21-day, then you have a gap here at 503.02. And then maybe eventually we can work our way down to that 50-day average, which is now coming up and not far from where the gap fill would be. That said, we've seen this game before. Oh, we look like we're going to break. We're going to break here. 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 And then we gap up the next day and every short gets screwed over and gets killed. So, we'll see. Next weekend, we have a void of data and earnings. You do have Micron on Wednesday and FedEx on Thursday, but we do have the Fed meeting on Wednesday. Now, as we go into that quick conversation here, I expect to hear nothing new that we haven't heard before. I expect this meeting, when they release their minutes, to be almost a duplicate of the February meeting, and I expect Powell's press conference to be very similar to what he said in the Fed press conference, as well as in front of the House and the Senate in the last 2 weeks ago. The surprise here would be something that he says different. That would be good. If he hinted that or indicated that a rate cut would start coming in June, the market would love to get confirmation of that. The market thinks it's June. They've been saying the second half of the year. So, June, still first half of the year. Market might be in for a little surprise there. All right. So there you go. Volume has been low, except the last 2 days. We've really perked up in volume the last couple of days. We're getting a character change in this market. And that's important to realize that we're starting to get a character change in the market. So we start paying attention. On the Qs, we have now broken below the 21-day. We touched this gap. We briefly kissed it. And I do mean briefly have kissed it here. We came in here and then we came in a second time. But you can see we're kissing that big gap we had there. So again, Q's looking vulnerable. IWM has been a hot mess the last couple of days. The Dow still kind of holding up here at the moment. Hold on, it's not working. All right, starting to change something, didn't work. The financials yesterday got within like 50 cents of an all-time high and yanked. Energy here continues to be kind of weak. The bond market's rolled over, and this is something to watch. The bond market's rolling over. This is just not a good thing here with the bond market rolling over. We really want the bond market to strengthen, and we want rates to go back up. So we'll keep an eye on that. And then there's the semis. We've been talking now for a couple of weeks. As the semi goes, the market goes. These have been what's been leading us up. You have this little bit of a pattern here, a little bit of a head and shoulders pattern. We see it on the SPY. We see it on the other indexes here. And they held in today. Why they held in today? Well, because NVIDIA decided today they would perk back up. It was stronger today. AMD, after the last couple of days of getting killed, really big, strong candle today. SMCI, which goes into the SPY after the close today, not so much. But you can see we have some of these names perk up. And then there's other names. Microsoft yesterday finally woke up, put a new all-time high in, and then big come down, gap down, and kill today. This is very nasty action. This is why I'm not sitting in stuff right now. This type of action keeps me off guard, keeps me on my heels. Google, a nice 6-day run. Today we came in finally. Amazon trying to break out yesterday, couldn't, gap down. You kind of get the idea. Apple still holding in, but can't break the 8-day. And again, when I look at a chart, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5 days in a row, it could not break above and hold the 8-day. And now here we are down a little bit. And then there's Tesla. Tesla's been a weak chart since the end of last year. Not much of a bounce today, considering where it is. It's, broken below that 165 area we're talking about, and now the door is open for a move down to the 52-week lower on this name, and that's at 152. Doesn't mean it's going to go straight down, but look at this, broke this trend line, big move down. You get the idea. This market's kind of moving in these waves down, and it's slowly rotating what names they're hitting, and they're picking particular names to move up on any particular day. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm hoping to get some charts in on Sunday. It is St. Patrick's Day. I'm supposed to go out, but I may have to run up to Boston. I'm planning on running up to Boston at this point. And for you guys in my room, I may have to be there working next week. I will have the room open and be calling stuff from there, but I may not be very active trading. So live with you guys on Monday morning, one way or the other. Let's have a great weekend, everybody, and I'll catch you in the room on Monday.